Hi guys, Laura with Evolution Pilates Studio here to bring you a quick and fiery reformer workout with a focus on the abdominals. Today I'm going to be using the mini ball during the workout. I'm working on a studio reformer, and so if you're working on a different type of reformer, you might need to change your springs for your body or your setup. I will give you suggestions along the way to how you should be feeling throughout each exercise. So to get started, we are going to take our mini ball down to our carriage, right in front of the shoulder blocks. We're going to lay down on that mini ball so that it is right underneath the shoulder blades. Take your time to get into position so that that ball feels nice and centered. Once you're there, hands behind the head, elbows wide, heels together, toes apart in Pilates V. Drop your tailbone into the mat so your spine is nice and long. Squeeze your heels together. Take a breath, inhale and press the carriage out. Exhale and bring the carriage home. If you feel like you're slipping on the carriage, you might need to lighten your spring. So take your time to adjust as needed. Really anchor that tailbone down into the mat. Elbows are wide. Gaze is slightly forward toward the thighs. And we'll do 4 more here, making sure that all 10 toes have a connection to the foot bar. 3, and 2, and last one. Come halfway in and little pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs all the way out. Open your chest up over the ball. As you come in, curl the head, neck, and chest up. Extend and open the chest, bend the knees and curl up. Extend and open the chest, bend the knees and curl up. Let's do 4 more like this. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Come in, open the chest, press out, curl the head, neck, and chest up. So you're just reversing the action of the head, neck, and chest. As you curl up, as the legs extend, slide the front ribs down to the hips. You've got 4 more here. And 3. The last 2. And last time. Beautiful. From here, come in, bring your toes together, inner thighs together, and press out and in a few times. Trying to keep those heels nice and still in space. Inner thighs drawing up and together. You're still in a bit of forward flexion with the upper back. Tailbone is still heavy. You've got 4 more here. And 3. And 2. And last one. Come halfway in. Make sure there's a decent squeeze between those inner thighs. And just give me a little pulse here for 8. And 7. And 6. Elbows are wide. Last 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now straighten those legs out. Bring your right knee into a tabletop position and rotate towards it. And come back center and bend the foot that's on the foot bar. Press out and rotate. Come in and bend. Press out and rotate. Come in and bend. Rotating right through the rib cage. Exhaling as you twist. And 4. Last 2, and last 1. Now come halfway in, stay in rotation, press out on the foot bar just a little bit as you deepen your rotation. Little exhales. Nice 8, and 7. Make sure you're pressing through all 5 of those toes. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Straighten the leg all the way out, turn center, come back in. Other side, press out and in. As you press out at that rotation the other way, come in and come center. Take your time in your transition side to side. You might find that one side feels a little bit less comfortable, a little more cumbersome than the other side. So just understand that that's completely normal. And take your time to adjust. You've got 4 and 3. Making sure that's a deep exhale as you twist. And last one, stay in rotation, bend your knee, and then press out a little bit as you deepen your twist. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Straighten the leg all the way out, come all the way in. Beautiful. Let's carefully prop ourselves up. Take that ball. We're going to place it in between our knees. We're going to take our springs down to just one red spring or one heavy spring and come over so that we're kneeling on our carriage, ball between the knees, feet against the shoulder blocks. From here, press the carriage out and pull the carriage in from the hip joint. Shoulders are a little behind the wrists. Spine is nice and long. Beautiful. And we'll do 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. Last one, hold those knees behind the hips. Spine is nice and long. Arch the back up towards the ceiling as you pull the carriage in and press out. Coming into a little bit of back extension. Squeezing that ball. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more here. Nice long back of the neck. And 3. And last time. Beautiful. Remove that ball and just place it down by the side of the reformer. Bring your hands back up into position, feet against the shoulder blocks. We are going to float the knees up here, coming into long stretch or plank. So you're going to float those knees up, bring the shoulders over the wrists, adjust your heels so that they're against your shoulder blocks. From here, we will press the carriage out and pull the carriage in. Now, one heavy spring is not that heavy. So if you would like to add an additional half of a spring or a medium spring, please feel free. Make sure that you have a good connection with your heels against those shoulder blocks, and we'll press out for 3 and 2. Last one, hold your shoulders behind your wrists just slightly and bend the knees and then straighten the legs. Bend and straighten for 4 and 3 and 2 and last time. Carefully bend the knees and lower them down to the carriage. Bring your toes together. Press yourself out and back into a brief child's pose. Beautiful job. Roll your spine up. Let's rotate around to face backwards on our carriage carefully. Bring our knees about maybe an inch or 2 away from the shoulder blocks, and then bring our hands down on the wooden rails to the sides. Thumbs are on top. Lean your thigh bones forward into your shoulder blocks, making sure you have a good connection there. Shoulders are away from the ears. Keep your spine nice and long, and then drive those knees underneath you, keeping the tailbone lifted as you exhale. Good, 5 and 4. Last 2 and last time. Come back home. Round the spine, tucking the tailbone under. Again, you're leaning into those shoulder blocks with the thighs. And now drive the knees underneath you as you sit down towards your heels. Let's do 4 more here. Last 2 and last time. Beautiful. Bring yourself back home. Let's bring both knees over to one shoulder block. Bringing your toes to the opposite side of the carriage. Again, leaning into that one shoulder block with the thigh, and now pulling under as we sit down on our heels again. Focusing a little bit more on the obliques. That's it. For 4. Last 2. And last time. Very nice. Again, bringing yourself back home, carefully rotating the knees towards the other shoulder block, finding that alternate rotation, and then again, pulling the carriage under and sitting down towards the heels. For 4, 3, and last time. Good. That's it. Adjust yourself so your knees are right in front of the shoulder blocks again. Hands on the rails. You can grab on tightly now. We're not going to move the carriage for this exercise. From here, you're going to tuck your toes under. Feet are still about the width of the shoulder blocks, so are the knees. Hover the knees just an inch off the carriage and then lower down. And again, hover and lower. Nice and easy. Keeping that spine long. 4 more to go here. And 3. Good, now on this last one, keep the knees lifted up off of the carriage. Tuck the tailbone under, release the tailbone back, and then tap the knees down. So we lift, tuck, release, lower. Lift, tuck, release, lower for 6. And 5. Good, 4. 3. Last 2. And last time, hold the knees up and just continue the tuck and release for 6. 5. Last 3. And 2. And last time. Lower those knees down. Sit back for a moment. Beautiful job. We're going to stand up on our knees now, grabbing onto our straps. You're still on that one heavy spring. Choke up on your straps a little bit. Hands out in front of your thigh bones. Take a breath, inhale, and bring those arms down and back, and down and forward. Your pelvis is pressing slightly forward. You're squeezing your glutes. There's a connection between your ribs and your hips. Let's do 4 more here. And 3. And last time. Very nice. Carefully come back. Cross your straps. So you've got the straps crossed in front of you. You're still choked up fairly high on the straps. Turn your palms down towards the floor and then pull the elbows back wide, bringing your hands towards your armpits. And then extend those arms long again. Pull back and forth. For 4. Nice long back of the neck. Last 2. And last time. Bring those arms forward again. From here, we're going to go into thigh stretch. So keeping the pelvis pressing forward, arms reaching in front of you. Your straps are still crossed. Lean the body back, finding that rib to hip connection, and then standing tall on the knees again. And again, leaning the body back, and standing tall. We'll do 2 more like this, and then we'll add some arms back in. Last time. Nice. And then from here, let's add our elbow pull back that we just did before. So elbows pull back. This time heart lifts, baby back bend. As the arms straighten, bring the ribs to the hips and extend the arms to stand up on the knees. Again, lean the body back, elbows pull, chest lifts. And then come up and stand up nice and tall on the knees. Let's do 4 more like that. And 3. And last time here. Very nice job. Bring those straps down and just place them back on your pegs. Again, let's bring our hands forward on our rails, knees underneath the hips. Bring your left leg back behind you, squaring off the pelvis to the floor. From here, bring your opposite arm forward. Lower the leg down and arm down just a little bit and lift. Down and lift. Little exhale as you lift for 8, 7. Nice for 4, 3, 2, and last one. From here, opposite arm and leg, reach out to the side and back center. To the side and back center for 4, 3, and last time. Beautiful. Lower that knee down, and we'll switch it out to the other side. Knees under hips, extend your opposite leg back behind you, square the pelvis off to the mat, draw your navel up and in, opposite arm reaches forward, lower a touch and lift. Steady gaze. For 4, last 2, and last one, hold arm and leg up, reach them out to the sides, and back. For 6, last 4, last 2, and last time. Beautiful. Lower the head down, the knee down, the hand down, and then we'll come down off of the carriage, have a seat on the edge. So you're facing side, bring your tailbone quite close to the front edge, and then we're gonna lay down on our back here. So rolling down, once you get down here, your knees come up into tabletop, hands behind the head, curl your head, neck, and chest up into forward flexion. We'll start single leg stretch legs here. So we just stretch one leg out nice and long and switch. Upper body staying still for now. Pressing that low back down. Beautiful. For 4, and 3, and 2. Let's change the pattern here. So we're going to go quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. For 4, and 3, and last time. Lengthen one leg towards the ceiling and slow scissors here. Reaching those legs in opposition for 4, and 3, and 2. Back to that pattern of quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and last time. Bend the knees back in. Extend one leg long as you rotate towards your bent knee, and then rotate the other way. Nice and smooth. For 4, and 3, and 2. One more time for our pattern. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Trying to keep the carriage nice and quiet here. For 4, 3, good, last 2, and last time. Coming back center, last exercise, toes to the ceiling in a diamond position. Soles of the feet come together, knees are wide. Lower the legs down and lift them back up. You've got a little pressure between your feet, especially on the lift and exhale. For 4, 3, last 2, and last time. Bend those knees in, give yourself a little hug, and then roll yourself up. Beautiful. From here, we're going to make sure our headrest is down. You can be on that one heavy spring. If you need a little more support, for a modified version of star, you can put on another half spring. We are going to start with one hand at the center of the foot bar, one knee at the middle of the carriage, and the other foot extended over the headrest. Take your time to make sure that that bottom knee feels nice and comfortable. Good. I'm extending long through that top leg, and now I'm going to bring my top arm out to the side. From here, press away from the foot bar, and then pull yourself up and in. Press away, and pull yourself up and in. If you would like to add on, lifting the top leg as you extend away, and lowering as you come back in. Lift, and lower. For 4, exhale, and 3, beautiful, last 2, and last time. From here, press yourself out a little bit. You still get that arm and that leg lifted. Bring your leg forward and your arm back, and then your leg back and your arm forward. Nice, staying nice and stable through the torso. For 4, good. And 3, last 2, and last time. Bring both knees together, lower the hips towards the carriage, and then lift them up and draw the carriage in. Lower, lift and pull. Lower, lift and pull for 4, good, and 3. I'm reminding myself to be careful that my shoulder doesn't start to roll forward, last 2, and last time. Beautiful. Bring the carriage home. Let's carefully turn around to the other side. Bringing your other knee to the center of the carriage, hand to the center of the foot bar. Find a nice connection between the hand and the foot bar, and when you're ready, bring your other foot over your headrest. Good. Pressing the pelvis slightly forward, top hand down by the side. Extend away from the foot bar, and then pull yourself back in. You can stay here the whole entire time, or as you press out, you'll lift the leg and lower the leg as you pull in. For 4, and 3, and last 1. Press yourself out a little bit away from the foot bar. Bring your arm forward and your leg back, and then bring your leg forward and your arm back, trying to keep the carriage still in space. For 4, and 3, and last time. Bring both knees back together. Press the carriage out and lower the hips towards the carriage, and then pull the carriage in and bring the knees underneath the hips. And again, press out and lower. Lift up and pull. For 4, and 3, and last time here. Very nice job. Turn towards your foot bar. From here, we're going to take, we'll put on a very light spring, a half spring, a yellow spring for me. Take off our heavy spring and take our foot bar down. Hands onto the foot bar, feet against the shoulder blocks, coming into a nice kneeling plank. Shoulders over the wrists. From here, press the carriage out and pull yourself forward, up and in. If you'd like to add another half spring, feel free. For 4, last 2, And last time. Hold the carriage in here for 8, 7, that's it, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your knees underneath you, hands to the outside rails, feet against the shoulder blocks, and let's just do a few cat-cows to finish. Round the spine, letting the head, neck, and chest relax, and arch the back. Last 3. And last time. Have a seat. Carefully bring those feet forward onto the floor. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed that. Please press subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the new workouts that I post. And feel free to add comments or questions down below, and I will get back to you. Thanks so much for coming.